Welcome to the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl as part of Capital One Bowl Mania. And welcome to the beautiful world that is bowl season. It's a high-powered matchup in Frisco, Texas. 25th ranked Memphis. They will be caffeinated. They've authored back-to-back 10-win seasons for the first time in program history. Now they try to pick off a power conference opponent. They face West Virginia. Huge expectations this year, just 6-6, but the Rich Rod era is looming. With that, 3rd down and 6. Anderson motions out. 4-man rush across the middle. It's caught by Demir Blankensee. 5th-year senior, the second leading wideout for 14 and a first down. 3rd down and 4. Hennigan keeps, and why not? Takes it himself with a hesitation. He goes out of bounds at the 5. Seth Hennigan can do that as well. He picks up 22 with his legs. So it sets up 1st down and goal for the Tigers. Hennigan, shovel pass. Anderson lowers the shoulder, and he's in for a touchdown. Short yardage, they pitch it to Mario Anderson to start the scoring.
It's a great play design. I don't watch the linebacker, Ben Cutter. He's going to have an opportunity one-on-one. Remember we talked about the violent runs of Mario Anderson Jr.? Well, number 15 and number 2 right there. It's one-on-one right near the goal line, and Mario Anderson runs right through Ben Cutter for a touchdown. That's a great play call, getting everybody going one way.
Green operates on 2nd down. Handoff, Donaldson. Ball came out again! Memphis thinks it fell on it, and they did. Greg Rubin punched it out, and Memphis got another takeaway. Mod Cole, the nose tackle, comes away with it for the Tigers.
It's just one-on-one. Greg Rubin is all by himself. He just comes, and it's one-on-one. It's C.J. Donaldson and Rubin. And Rubin gets helmet on football, and that ball is out, and it's recovered by Memphis. This is what they preach.
So Jeff Kuntz has taken over. This is his 5th game serving as the DC. 3rd down. Hennigan, quick check down and a ton of space for Greg DeWosier. Into the red zone for Memphis.
So it's a thrill of a lifetime.
It's 17 years. At what point in that did you think a reunion might be possible?
You know, good question. I really, you get so tied up in the jobs that you're at, you kind of try to stay where your feet are at. But there were a couple times over the last several years that you're like, geez, that's my alma mater. I'd love to come back. Because I didn't get to come back to visit much because you get so busy with work. And but now we're going to get this 1st down right here and then keep this drive going.
Green pulls it, throwing for Taylor, up the ladder, batted around, and incomplete. So
that
no
was
tush
a great
push.
individual defensive play there.
It's a great play.
And broken up by Cortland Marsh. Well, Memphis gets the football back. First 5 minutes of the 2nd, they're up 10-0, and they give it to Greg DeWosier. Hits the seam. DeWosier gone for a touchdown. Walked the tightrope and finished from 46 yards out.
I just want you to watch the individual blocks on this play, Mike. The offensive line, the wide receivers, the tight end. This is what you call group blocking, where everybody's involved. Watch the point of attack. And then when you have speed like DeWosier, you just let him get to the outside. You know where the longest plays in football happen? Along the sideline. And DeWosier shows you, once he gets to that sideline, there's nobody catching him.
Replay presumably having a look at him along the sideline. It was close, but he stayed in bounds, and it's a touchdown for Memphis. West Virginia's been stuck in the mud offensively. 2nd down and long. Green across the middle. Hudson Clement makes the jumping catch into plus territory. A.J. Watts wrangled him down, but not before 19. Flex it out 4 wide, and Green to throw. Green, one-on-one. Deep shot for the end zone toward Clement, who hangs on for a touchdown. yards. Green to Clement. And there's a shot in the arm for the Mountaineers.
What an unbelievable catch by Hudson Clement. He just outstretches, get those hands out, brings the ball in. Looks like a catch to me. He's got full possession of that football in his arms. That is a touchdown. And what I said was probably the best throw from Garrett Green right before that. He topped me on another one and gave me his best football of the day, a touchdown to Hudson Clement.
Native of Martinsburg, West Virginia, who in high school won the Randy Moss Award as the state's best receiver. Arrived in Morgantown as a walk-on, and Hudson Clement has grown, and a rare 3rd and long for Memphis in this first half.
See this pass rush for West Virginia. We haven't seen much from them today.
Does Jeff Coons heat it up? He does. Hennigan stands in for Taylor along the sideline. Rock Taylor makes the adjustment, working on Dantes Fagan for 24.
That's the first team all AAC performer, Rock Taylor at wide receiver. He's one of those guys that came back, could have entered the portal, Mike, and said, no, I want to come back and finish things with Seth Hennigan. And look at the way
Tristan Vandenberg comes on to try from 42. Took over the job in mid-October because Caden Costa had struggled. Ryan Silverfield said he's never thought about kicking as much in his life as he has this year. And Vandenberg's kick is good. He has assuaged some of those concerns. Remember, Memphis gets the ball to start the second half, and they're up by 13. Adjusting pre-snap, and they bring heat. Green takes off. Plenty of green grass for Garrett Green. GG's running wild. And he is in. Touchdown. "56 yards.
It's just the ability of Garrett Green. If the rush does not maintain their rush lanes, you take advantage of it. And Garrett Green gets all the way to the outside and just outraces everybody to the end zone. This is what West Virginia fans expected all season long from Garrett Green. These types of plays, being able to use his legs, show off the speed, show off the athleticism, and outrace everybody for a big score.
He said the other day he's already been moving stuff out of his house and moving things out of his locker. But he said he just wants to be remembered one more time for playing his tail off for West Virginia. Taylor, top of the screen. Seth Hennigan looking for Taylor, who makes the catch. There is a flag down, 2 of them back near where Hennigan threw the football.
Catch, personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, blow to the head, 15 yards, added to the end of the run, first down.
And one final ride for Seth Hennigan in college. Second out and 7. 2 timeouts left. Pressure comes. Hennigan, end zone. Blankensee made the catch. What footwork and what a throw from Seth Hennigan.
I just love the route combination because you go with the inside wide receiver that goes up and then gets to the outside. The outside receiver runs a stop, so you draw the corner in. So an outstanding route by Memphis.
Offense stays out there trying to make it an even 14 headed to halftime for Memphis.
What a drive. Right? We've had some scoring this last minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Only 47 seconds required for Seth Hennigan. Greg DeWosier is checked in at running back for the 2-point try. Hennigan. Blankensee. Oh, with some wiggle. L1 for 2 more for Demir Blankensee. Look out, Dantes Vega.
A two-time first-team All-AAC performer.
Green across the middle. Cole Taylor hangs on through the hit from Greg Rubin. 20-yard pickup into plus territory to the 45. And Chad Scott will use his first timeout. And Mike Hayes' kick is on its way. And good. All right, Todd, great stuff. Again, with Chad Scott serving as the interim head coach after Neil Brown got fired. They blitz Lathan. Hennigan uncorks. Taylor downfield. Contested catch. Rock Taylor on Garnett Hollis. And Hollis is down injured for West Virginia.
Well, this is what happens. If you want to blitz Seth Hennigan, if you want to go man-to-man on the outside with Rock Taylor, this is what you're putting your corners in this predicament. And Rock Taylor is going to win those matchups more times than none. That's just going back and getting the football, Mike.
He's got 20 touchdowns this season. Play clock winding down on the Tigers. Anderson again, barreling in for a touchdown. He's a bowling ball.
Well, Mike, I mentioned it. It's inside the 5-yard line. He smells the end zone. And when you smell the end zone, you know what to do. Go feed. And that's Mario Anderson Jr. Look how many tacklers it takes to try to get him down. Runs through 3 arm tackles and still gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
Anger and violence in his running style. Kind-hearted otherwise. And you mix it all together, about 21 touchdowns this year.
Talk about a great pickup in the transfer portal.
I don't want to get yelled at for saying it wrong. I'm just going to call it delicious.
Seam shot, and Rodney Gallagher makes the catch. After a couple of C.J. Donaldson runs, West Virginia going up tempo, and they pick up 20 to the slot man Gallagher.
I think this may be what their adjustments in the second half, Mike.
This is the 10th play of the drive for West Virginia. Nose of the football at the 10, so it's 1st and goal. Green, slant, Clement, touchdown. West Virginia strikes.
You know what happens when you run the ball effectively? You get eyeballs. Everybody gets nosy. They get nosy around the football. And Garrett Green, what does he do? Makes them pay. Watch this defender, this defender, this defender. They all go with the run, and then here comes the pass for the touchdown. Look, all of them, they're all by the line of scrimmage. And that's how the throw happened. That's a great job by Garrett Green, seeing the window and making an outstanding throw for a touchdown.
Oh, trouble on the hold with the snap. Leighton Bechtel is the holder. Was trying to get that snap from Austin Brinkman. And West Virginia does not tack on the extra point. Rich Rodriguez is here. He's not coaching tonight. This is the 11th play of the drive, but West Virginia is still not yet in Memphis territory. They get rid of it. Clement downfield. Clement holds it in. Hudson Clement is having a night. And he puts West Virginia in the red zone. This is the 16th play of this drive. Memphis trying to get a stop. West Virginia needs 6. Green under center. Donaldson straight ahead, in for a touchdown. The 238-pounder is in for 6.
Ruin on the field is a touchdown.
And that was a collision, just in audio alone.
That was a car wreck. You heard it all the way up here in the booth. I'm still surprised they handed this ball off. I thought they were close enough that Garrett Green at 6 foot, 200 pounds can kind of lean through. But they got the good push on that offensive line, and they barely, that ball barely crosses the goal line.
fifth straight scoring drive for West Virginia. 4 touchdowns sandwiched around a Mike Hayes field goal. He's trying to cut this to 5. Man, say what you want about bowl games.
Yeah.
We just had a stuff on third down by the defense and a punch in behind the big fellas for the offense. This is awesome.
I was more consistent.
Practice.
You had one good throw. I was more consistent. You beat me by 1.
Memphis with the football, and Hennigan finds Demir Blankumsey. Off to the races. Diving, and he is just short at the 1. An 89-yard hookup ends at the 1 for Demir Blankumsey.
They caught West Virginia napping. They sold as if it was going to be a screenplay, and it was Blankumsey that just said, you know what, I'm going to take off and run. And he just gets tripped up by Jaheim Joseph, and he's down at the 1-yard line. There's a late substitution.
That's Curtis Jones, a linebacker, getting his first collegiate snap. Right now, staring down, first and goal from the 1. Brandon Thomas in for a touchdown. The short yardage specialist, Brandon Thomas, pays off the big gainer from Demir Blankumsey, and Memphis responds.
Well, that escalated quickly, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a penalty on the kickoff, and then 2 plays later, they're right back in the end zone. Brandon Thomas, you mentioned already, 8 touchdowns on the year, make that number 9 for Brandon Thomas.
29 in his career on the ground. Top 5 all-time at Memphis. And we told you earlier, Mario Anderson said he runs angry. He says, Brandon Thomas runs more violently than me. Said he's the rhino in the room. We've got a flag down. You're outside of field goal range, and we're midway through the 4th. Down by a dozen doesn't do you a whole lot anyway. So likely 4-down territory. Green adjusting. Donaldson motions. 3-man rush. Green for Gallagher. Hangs on. Into the red zone. Absorbed the hit from Davion Ross and picks up 26.
We're always talking about the legs of Garrett Green. And we've seen him put on a nice little passing arsenal of plays tonight.
Their 3rd string running back is in the portal. Jalen Anderson. Donaldson again. Reaching. Stretching. Touchdown. Running on empty. Into the end zone nonetheless. C.J. Donaldson.
Mike, you talked about it earlier. You think this game means something to these players? That's just physical. Want to. He could have been denied twice. But the want to, the will, the determination to get that ball into the end zone. You talk about C.J. Donaldson, put the ball on the ground a couple times earlier in the game, but being able to stick with him was Chad Scott, interim coach. He's definitely proven his coach right.
How good has this been?
This is great, man.
We got practically 80 combined points in this game. 2nd down and 10 for Seth Hennigan and the Tigers. Mario Anderson off the right side has enough for a 1st down. Bumped out of bounds at the 40 by Jaheim Joseph. 7 for 9 entering today with a long of 43. End of the regular season, did miss a chippy from 22. Tristan Vandenberg from 50 with the kick on its way. Plenty of leg, but no good. Pushed it right, and West Virginia will take over, down by 5 with 51 seconds to go.
It was not given that opportunity.
West Virginia gets it and needs a touchdown. From its own 32, Garrett Green to Hudson Clement. Out of bounds near the 45 with 44 seconds to go. Said he wants to be remembered at West Virginia for playing his tail off throughout. 41 seconds left. Green steps up, takes off. Green slides short of the sticks. It's where he started the slide. He's short, so the clock keeps rolling. Get the snap back. 21 seconds. Seam picked off! Elijah Herring! Ball comes out! Ball is bouncing at the 35, and who fell on it? Utter chaos. The signal points to West Virginia. Elijah Herring got stripped after his interception.
An interception. The ball was returned and then fumbled by Memphis and recovered by West Virginia. It's 1st and 10, West Virginia.
Picked up by the backup left tackle, Johnny Williams, with the clock showing 8 seconds left. And a lot to unpack.
The previous play is under further review.
Like you said, Mike, utter chaos. Elijah Herring did everything that he was supposed to do. He got underneath the receiver, but he didn't get down. He's supposed to get down. Preston Fox, Johnny on the spot. He gets through and punches that ball out. That's great hustle by number 29. Preston Fox getting in, knocking the ball out, giving West Virginia one more opportunity.
After video review, the Memphis player that intercepted the ball was sliding, therefore he was down. It's 1st down Memphis at the 21-yard line.
Wow,
That's
so
the call.
he is granted the same
Yep.
rights
Same rights.
as he started the slide. It's ruled that Elijah Herring had gone into the slide, and the fumble did not happen, and it's a game-sealing interception from Elijah Herring, and Memphis will win it. Chad Scott on the other side is the interim head coach. They come up just short. Oh yeah, there's the iced coffee.
The iced coffee bath.
5 gallons of iced coffee dumped on Ryan Silverfield, who is wet.